Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode 536. My name is Christopher Riccio, and I am here with Jason A. Striker.
Yo, hello.
And that's it today. It's just going to be me and Jason. We're going to do some distractions, and we're going to talk a little bit about Golden. Do a little bit discussion about the Golden Joysticks. Those nominations came out today, or not today, this week. Yeah, Jason, what's going on, man? Anything new? How are you doing?
Hanging in there, getting in the spooky spirit, watching all kinds of spooky movies and stuff, trying to keep myself occupied.
Nice.
And whatnot. I've been buying like some shit that I'd like I haven't seen before. Like some indie stuff. I've been going down rabbit holes on YouTube, the fucking AI generated lists of like horror movies that you've never seen before. And I'm like, okay, all right. and they're actually hitting stuff that I haven't seen before. So I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta get that. Luckily that shit's kind of cheap. Or you can find it on like Tubi or whatever. So there's that.
Gotcha. But, so lots of new stuff then, or?
Yeah, lots of new stuff.
Cool.
The Barn, which is just like it has production values of like a it was a big like Kickstarter thing, like a porno, like not
nice.
Like as far as like polished as that is, I guess.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I've seen pornos like decades ago that use better cameras and fucking cinematography than some of this shit, but it's fun. So you can tell that they love cheesy horror movies, and that's what they wanted to make, and they did it. So good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, as long as you enjoy it. That's the point, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it was popular enough to do an Indiegogo or Kickstarter campaign, and they've got 2 movies. So
so they made enough on the Barn to make the Barn 2.
The Barn 2, yes.
The Barn 2. Yeah. More barns.
More barns. Yeah, I think it's the same barn. And like what? They didn't listen the first time? I don't fucking know.
Might be different people, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I started watching the second one. I fell asleep, so I don't know how that one ends. I'll have to get back to it at some point. But no. Yeah, things are all right. Just hanging in there, bud. How about you, Chris?
Good stuff. Let's see. What's going on this week? Kids are on break for fall break this week. So today's Monday, and we did our little celebratory day for the big project that we pushed out earlier this year. Had like 16, 17 people, all went to main event and did some bowling, laser tag, games, billiards, and had some
ridiculous.
Food. And
what's the average age of people on your team? I'm just curious.
Oh God!
I know in your heart you're the youngest one there, probably. But
no, I'm not. I'm absolutely the oldest one there.
Right.
But average age of the people on my team, shit, probably 26, 27.
Okay.
So the closest,
still pretty young and spry.
Yeah,
good enough for laser tag, I guess.
The laser tag was awful. It was awful. Like I don't know why, but you had to shoot someone like 4 times for it to count. And it felt like the laser never went straight. Like I sat there in front, at least my gun, like I sat there in front of one of the members of my team, and I just like pulled the trigger point blank at one of his like reflectors, and it never went off. I'm like, what's going on with this? Why is this a thing? So it was pretty awful. I didn't walk away with the lowest score, so that's the way that's good. At least every once in a while the gun worked. I walked away with like 6 or 7 kills. And then billiards and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm obviously I'm the oldest. I'm 49.
Right.
The next
I
oldest
gotta ask,
person,
how many people killed you though? Like it was I suppose that would tie into like how good of a manager you are.
Oh,
right?
Well, that's the thing. You. They threw us in with a bunch of kids too, so it was
shit.
Yeah. So I had like a couple of members of my team that were on my team as well, and then some of them were on the other team. And every once in a while they would shoot me, but they understood what was going on and usually let me go. So, but the next oldest person on the team is probably the mid-30s. They're in their mid-30s.
Okay. So, yeah. So you're definitely a senior member.
Yeah. You can say
almost
that.
Literally.
Let's see. Other than that, not a lot going on. trying to get through Yotei, and that game is
Yeah.
amazing. Let's talk about that a little bit. I want to talk about
Yes.
Yotei.
Yeah, please.
How
So
far
I'm
are you
on
in Yotei?
I'm right about to beat the third of the Yotei 6. I've been doing absolutely everything that I can.
Me
Um,
too. Like, I can't
so
help it.
yeah,
I can't help it.
and because it's all like super beneficial, like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
technique points and stuff, and health meter upgrades and shit, and even the cosmetics are really good. So I'm like, fuck it, I want to do all this stuff. There's very little, with the exception of like bounties, that you're only getting like a little bit of money for.
Yeah.
Most of the
Yeah.
stuff you get something pretty significant.
Some of the
Uh,
bounties you'll get like a kit or something like
yeah,
that, but not all of them.
or like the mask of the person that you
Yeah,
took
or a
out.
hat
So
or
in
something
there,
like
yep.
that. So you get a cosmetic out of it, which
Hmm.
which could be fun.
Yep. I got a nice Kappa turtle, the kami water
Oh
spirit.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got one of those. So I'm
So
taking
you
out
said
the kitsune, and then I'm on the oni right now, and I'm right on the edge of that. So
okay, yeah.
I'm
So
finishing that.
I now that I've gone through the Oni and the Kitsune,
Hmm.
I have a lot of trouble deciding which one it's better to go after first
Yeah.
because there is a very particular skill that you get when you go after the Kitsune that is
Hmm.
super helpful. And I literally and I'm hoping you know what it is. I
Probably.
literally went through 4 full areas of this game without that skill.
Mm.
So it let's just say it makes sneaking a lot harder if you don't have it.
Yep.
But yeah, so there's like but then on the other side of things, getting the spear is super
Hmm.
helpful in the Kitsune's area.
Yep.
So Flash,
Those
leave
enemies
it.
there.
I'm sorry, my dog is ringing the bells like I'm going to let him out right now. You should have thought about that before I jumped on the recording. And
So
now you can wait.
I kind of realized that same thing, and I went through the kitsune first, but before I even finished the kitsune, I went over to the oni area, and I
Mhm.
got the weapon there, and I got the sub weapon,
Oh, good.
the
Okay.
bomber or whatever, and
Yeah.
then went back to finish up kitsune, and now I'm finishing up oni. Um,
Very
yeah,
cool.
I've yeah, so I had all the weapons before finishing the second island or whatever, or not
Excellent.
island but area. So.
I am nearing the end.
Mhm.
I got the message. Essentially, I got a message that indicated that I uncovered everything on the map already.
Oh,
Um,
wow, okay.
so I wasn't fucking around. Like if I
Yeah.
finished an area, I just broke out her. I don't know what the instrument is called, but you break out the instrument, and you play the
Yep,
songs,
the
and
guitar.
yeah, and now all the songs say there are none left in Ezo.
Oh, good. I'm glad they do that.
Yeah, it's really good that they do that.
Mhm,
And if it's what I realized was like you'll do so once you finish the Oni, you have to go through several story beats before you move to the next area.
mhm.
And if you play it during that, it'll say there are no more left in this region or something like
Okay,
that. So
good.
all the regions that you have unlocked, like it'll take you to the wind will take you to the next one regardless of how far away it is. But if it's an area that you haven't been to yet, it's gonna just tell you, yeah, you can't get to it yet. So
Gotcha. Good.
that's super helpful. But yeah, I'm nearing the end. The story beats are hitting. I've unlocked everything. I have 2 left. 2 of the Yotei 6 left.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I can't stop. I I don't know exactly what it is that gets me, but the I one of the things that I was thinking about because this does feel very similar to Assassin's Creed in many ways.
Sure.
But there's so many little things that are um different enough and engaging enough that it keeps me involved. And
Mhm.
also I realize that like the locations that you go to on in Yotei, they're all different. They're all
Yeah,
different. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, like I saw the same cookie cutter base like umpteen times.
yeah.
So and that's I mean, it's advantageous because it's like, oh, I know where everybody is on this base, and you just walk in and you cut it down in 5 minutes. But so yeah, you get what you need out of it, but it's not as fun. It's not as interesting, right? It's not as
Yeah.
engaging.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yotei's doing
it's
so much right. Like they're doing, that we talked about the quests and the rewards and stuff. So that is beneficial. You just mentioned that the areas are all unique and they're gorgeous, right? So it's
yes,
fun going all
yes.
there, all to these different places. And they make it very easy, fast travel, shit like that. You can just pop in and out of whatever you want to do.
And it loads
Um,
so fast, right?
yes.
Like, it loads so quick. The fast travel in this game is unmatched. Like, I can't think of a game that had fast travel as good as this. Like, I have to go back to town. Okay, I'm gonna go back to town.
Yeah,
Which person in town do you want to stand in front of and talk to?
sure.
Like, and you get to choose that shit. It's like, I've literally fast traveled just from one person to the
I
other
have,
in
yeah, as well.
town
I was going to mention
because
that.
it's so fast.
Yeah, before you realize the layout and stuff, it's like, okay, all right, I don't know where the map guy is. I'm just going to go to the map and fast travel to.
Yeah,
He
some of the
could be
towns are
like right
rather
behind me,
big.
but yeah,
Yeah, some of the towns are pretty big, and it's like I don't remember where this guy is. So unless
yeah,
you're running around town for a while, and but it's this is a game that very much respects your time, right?
yep,
That's what it's about for me with my gaming right now. It's like respect my
same,
time,
same.
please.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, the Oni is really good. Like which you're gonna like the sequence that you're gonna go through. It's really
Hmm.
really good.
Okay,
And then uh did you already do the story beat that was in the area south of the Kitsune?
and
So there was a s
maybe I.
there was a story mission where you're going after, one of the Yotei 6 down there. It was like a
Mhm.
training area. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. I don't think
Okay.
so.
So you might have to still do that, but
Hmm.
once you do all those things, then it starts to look into opening up the last area. But the last area is like just the entry into the last area is epic. Like it was amazing. So really, really good stuff. That's so engaging, man. I'm really enjoying it.
One thing I'm not looking forward to is the lack of New Game Plus. So like once that stuff's wrapped up, I know I'm gonna want to like spend more time in the world, but there's
Mhm.
nothing that like respawns or anything. You're just
Yeah.
you mopped everything up. That's it. So that's kind of a
Yeah.
disappointment for sure.
The only thing you get, like, I think you still can get roaming enemies that are
Hmm.
trying to track you down,
Sure.
like the remnants, but there's no like new
Yeah.
there's no new places to liberate, so yeah, I feel that too.
And from what I understand, like a lot of the, not a lot, but some pretty significant techniques and skills unlock towards the end of the game, so you don't get much
Yes.
chance to use them.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's also kind of a bummer.
eh, I think, and if you upgrade your weapons as you go,
Hmm.
you'll see that there's a particular piece, that a particular part that you need, that comes from the last area.
Yep.
And I don't feel like there's enough of them. Like,
Mm.
I've finished everything, I've gone to every location, I have bought every cosmetic with flowers, I've done all of that. The only thing I have left to do is finish off the weapon upgrades because of the lack of, or
Gun
the
gun
getting
parts. Yeah.
getting to yeah, getting to gun parts, and it's so late to get gun parts. Um but there's a few things that I wrote down because I keep forgetting to talk about this stuff. Uh, so things I love. So if we talked about the fast travel system, it is
Yep.
amazing. It's unmatched in my opinion. Can we talk about how good picking up melee weapons and throwing them is? It's
Yes.
so good. Like,
It's got that quick slowdown, effect, and it's got the really nice whoomp sound effect.
it
Um,
hits it hits hard, right? And
yeah,
and
and it's like
if
so easy to
you're
aim because it just locks in on
yeah,
the enemy. Yeah, it's
and
very quick.
there's
I've actually got a skill that drops weapons like moderately more. when you attack, when you kill someone. So
Yeah.
usually I'll kill someone like at the beginning of the fight. They'll drop something. I'll immediately throw it to the next person and just rinse and repeat. So
Yeah.
it's super fun.
And it's so smooth how you can do it right in the middle of a large melee battle with a
Yeah.
bunch of dudes. And if you see that shimmering on the ground and you just walk over, she flips it up with her foot, grabs it, and just throws it. It's so
Yep.
smooth. But they will take down most enemies and essentially until the
Hmm.
last area. But it takes down pretty much everything. Um, I
That's strong as hell.
love,
Yeah.
yeah, I love that every armor focuses on a different thing. Like
Hmm.
you've got an armor that focuses on gathering and foraging, right? You've got an armor that focuses on using trying to think of some of them. Using your
Stealth,
your
the
skills. Uh
parrying.
there's one for parrying, there's and like however it is, one with high defense, one with high offense, there's one that focuses on the bow,
Hmm.
so however it is you want to play, there's a way to build uh Atsu so that you can play that way.
Yep.
With the armor and the charms, it's really great. And there's one, the toughest fight that I've had so far, that was rather infuriating, to be honest with you. It's one of the side quests, but um the difference between winning and losing that battle was wearing the right armor for me.
Sure.
So it's really really great how they've made it so
Yeah. They're super
customizable.
significant and unique. And we mentioned it last show, but there's loadouts as well, so you can easily
Mhm.
switch to. I
And
had
here's
one.
something I noticed about that real quick. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you, but because
No.
it reminded me, if there's ever a sequence that actually forces you into armor,
Yep.
it
You
creates
can.
a loadout. It uses one of the empty loadouts for you
Yep.
for that, and then you can immediately go back to your other loadout. So
Yeah,
I thought that was
and
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah. You can. I had one mission where I had to like equip all the specific charms of this one like person or
That's the
something like that.
one. That's the one I
Yep.
was talking about. That fight
And then
was
you.
infuriating.
Yes, it's tough.
It
It's
was really
tough.
hard.
But yeah, you can start the fight. It trigger the fight or whatever. But then
Mhm.
you can
And then
immediately
switch
pause
back.
it and switch back to whatever you were using. So like I
Yeah.
didn't
And
realize that at first. And I'm like, fuck, man. I wish I had my other loadout. And sure enough, it was just a click away. So
especially because the environment you were in, right? So
yep.
there's one particular armor that helps you with that, and that was the difference for me. So it was like I literally just tried to do it with the build that they handed me, and immediately went back and it's like, no, I'm going to change this, and I'm going to change
Hmm.
this, and then I beat him. I'm like, all
And
right, cool.
they made it so easy. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. You nailed it.
Uh,
They respect our time, and I
yeah.
really appreciate that.
Uh, I cannot get enough of the wolf mechanics. I love it. I
He's
love
great.
it. He is
He's
great.
wonderful. Or she, I forget, but yeah, I sought out wolf dens as fast as I could do them.
Yeah, me too.
Um, because
Me too.
I think mostly because that initial, when you have a standoff, sometimes
Yes.
um, they'll join you on occasion,
Yeah,
and you
and
can
then there's
increase the
one skill.
chances of them to have them show up.
Yeah, and then there's one thing that the one skill that you can give them that makes them stay with you until the battle ends.
Yes.
So they come at the very beginning, and then they stay there for the entire battle, just ripping people apart. And then
Yeah.
there's one that does where the wolf will actually uh dual assassinate with you too, which is
Yep.
fantastic. You know,
Hmm.
so again, it's like it's these little things, these little mechanics that they added in that just stands so much more above. And then so in the first game, you could do the stand up or the standoff. You could
Standoff. Yep.
do two additional kills after the
Hmm.
standoff, right? Um, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but the standoff changes up a little bit in this game, and it's more towards the time period and the theme of the game. Like you still get the same result there, but the way they do it is really interesting. So I just thought I'd point that out as well.
Hmm.
Um, Things I don't like. Why do bodies disappear after I'm done liberating a town? It's like I
know. I
haven't
just
finished looting
killed
everything.
5 dudes and they're all shiny. They got the fucking glitter coming off of them. I want what they got. But
Exactly.
no,
And it's more
they're gone.
frustrating when you get to that last area because it's like, I need the gun parts. Like, give me the gun parts, please.
Yeah, that's a little weird. You would
and
think that they, I can't help but wonder when you liberate like camps or whatever, you have that area with that has like all the offerings and stuff. I wonder if they lump that stuff in there. That would be cool.
I tried to figure that out. I actually went and while I was in a battle, I waited like when I got to the last guy, I just started circling and looted everybody while I was in the battle. And then I took out the last dude, and the stuff that I got at that little treasure area was essentially the same.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's probably right. But that would be cool if they
it would be
all that stuff up.
It would be.
Shame.
And then why is every shrine destroyed? Like, put just one shrine that's not fucking destroyed so I can just run straight up to it and bow and get my thing. Like, that would just be a big surprise. But like, is Saito running on repairing the shrines? Because we might be going the wrong the direction there. But yeah, every shrine is like trashed. So, and you've got to go. Yeah, you got to go like, and I'm obviously this is, sarcasm, but it would be funny just to have one shrine that's just not destroyed. You just run right up the stairs to it, and there you go. But yeah, that's some of the things that I forgot to review.
There's a couple for sure, but they definitely stand out as being the exception rather than the rule for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm definitely going to finish it this week. I'm hoping to. I'll probably go after the platinum. And I don't think I'm that far away from it. Like, I'll have to go and look and see what I think the biggest problem I'm going to have is, like you said, there's not going to be a whole lot of enemies left.
Right.
So if there's any combat specific trophies that I can get, I'm going to have to go back and figure out how I'm going to do that.
Yeah, there's definitely some charms that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with as many enemies that are left, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that's a good point. I don't do you is one of the trophies powering up all the charms? Because that would be
I don't know. I'm just talking about the charms themselves, like to get level 3 you gotta hit 45 people in the head with a fucking empty sake bottle or some shit. So
yeah, I certainly didn't do that one. But yeah, I mean, that's another point that we haven't really talked about. Like, they changed the charm system and put like certain charms are
upgradable.
You can enhance them. They're upgradable, which is really neat. So God, this game is so good, man.
I love it.
It's great. Anything else about Yotei? Like, what's your favorite weapon set? I gotta ask.
Ooh, man, I don't know. I want to say just like the straight up katana because it's the most utilitarian, I guess.
Versatile,
but I really like the it starts with a K. It's the sickle with the chain on it.
The Katsumagama or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But that it's got 2 different uses essentially. Because you've got up close fighting with it, but then you've also got that fucking chain, and you can actually set it on fire and then whip it around your head. There's a skill that lets you do it a couple of additional times, but it's fucking unblockable. So you can be surrounded by these dudes and you just catch
everybody on fire.
It's great.
And there's another great feature of that weapon that I don't want to spoil, but it completely changed the way I played the game. So
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do, but yeah, it's a great feature.
Is it the triangle circle combo? Yep. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yep. But yeah, I think my favorite is like, if people who know me probably won't be surprised about this, but it's definitely the dual katanas. I have a lot of fun when I use the dual katanas, especially after getting that final special move from that bitch ass fight that we were talking about earlier. But yeah, I really, it's like anytime someone comes at me with a spear, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, here we go. And you get to switch. And then there's even a skill that says when you heavy attack, it automatically parries any fucking spear attacks. It's like, that's just not even
Yeah.
fair. Like, I'm just sitting there going triangle right at this guy, and it's great.
But I don't want to say I love them all equally, but I use them all equally. Because you're certainly encouraged to do that, because it's a rock paper scissors kind of scenario.
Yeah.
But this is something else that they make super easy to do. In a lot of other games, you would have to hold down a button, choose the weapon with a weapon wheel or something like that. It's kind of like that, but they slow down combat,
Yeah.
which is A, cool, and B, like super handy, right? So it makes it very easy and super just satisfying, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like a badass switching from one weapon to the other mid combo. And there's also a set of skills that um, if you switch weapons, it'll give you an extra attack. As you switch weapon, you can hit triangle, and it'll do like something that was that you normally wouldn't have, but it makes it flow into like the combo. So it doesn't like halt your. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. The combat system is top
It's
notch. It's
like
really fantastic.
yeah,
Yeah, great game, great game. They outdid themselves. I was afraid that, like, early on, I was afraid that Yotei was gonna be a little bit too much of the Assassin's Creed open world
yeah,
feeling, and it's not. And then there was the fear of more of the same, and it kind of is that, but it's so much better than
yeah.
Tsushima was. Like, they've added so many little things that just make it so much more intriguing. So
I
yeah,
forgot that the game was coming out, and it was out, and I'm like, oh shit, this is out. Like I completely lost, all fucking, like not recollection, but just like it fell off my radar, right?
yeah,
And then it came
sure.
back on, and even then I was like, do I really want to get that?
And now you're
So,
so glad you did, Jason.
yeah, I'm so glad I did. Yeah,
There
really,
is,
really enjoyed it.
try and make sure that you do all the side quests in that last area, because
Mhm.
there's one in
Oh, I
particular
will.
that fucking blew me away. It was so
Mhm.
good. But yeah, absolutely check that out. Um, cool. Yeah, go play Yotei. It's really fucking great.
Yep. Even if you're on the
um,
fence and you were just like kind of lukewarm about Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, this one's they might change your mind.
yeah. We should play some of the multiplayer.
Yeah, yeah.
I
What?
don't know if you've done that. I haven't tried the Yotei multiplayer, but I know the Tsushima multiplayer was fantastic.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I played that a little bit, and yeah, that was really good. So, but the Yotei stuff isn't out yet, is it? No,
is it not? I thought it
no,
came with it. So
no, it doesn't. Yeah, that'll be subsequent release.
okay.
I think next year sometime actually.
Will be added to the game as a free update in 2026. You're right. I got
There we go.
misinformed from a buddy of mine. How dare they?
Oops. How
Yep.
dare they? Won't be playing with them for sure.
That's right. That's right. Fuck that guy. What else you got, man? What else you playing?
So another game came out that not exactly fallen off my radar, but I didn't know the release date, at any point. So it dropped, and this is something that I had played a demo of less than a year ago, and really kind of like fell in love with it, and was super anxious about getting the full release. This game's called Absolum. I've talked about it on the show before. It is a fantasy, beat 'em up, like the D&D Mystaria games, from Capcom. A little bit of Dragon's Crown as well. So uh, beat 'em up, branching paths. It's a roguelike, um, but it's I don't know. It's really good. uh,
It looks
have you? Have
great.
you?
Like
Yeah.
I'm watching some like the video for it on Steam
Mhm.
Powered, and I'm seeing like how some of the characters are interacting with everything, and it kind of reminds me of Dragon Crown a little bit. You
Yeah,
know, just
that's I mentioned that. And then this is done by Guard Crush Games, who I've been a fan of for a long time since they put out that really bad, not bad, but bad looking Yeah, beat 'em up game, where they like digitize their friends essentially and
Oh,
put
I
them
remember you talking about that. Yeah.
in a beat 'em up game, but it played really well. And they went on to do Streets of Rage 4.
Yep.
So this is their next offering, and I think they did a really good job with this. You mentioned, it looking good. Yeah, it's animated well. They've got some really good composers on there. They've got the Mick Gordon, who did like the Doom stuff, like Doom and Doom Eternal, the Killer Instinct soundtrack. And then also Gareth Coker, I think Cocker. He did the Ori soundtrack.
Oh,
So
nice. Okay.
they've got some big names on all of those fronts working on this little game. So, and it's getting like really good reviews. People are saying that it's not just an underground hit, like it's a must play of this year, and I tend to agree because it's a very very good beat 'em up first and foremost. It's got light RPG elements. There's a really good progression system, significant progression system. I must say. They've got, I want to say, 4 characters out of the gate. They might have a 5th one that I'm unaware of, but you only get 2 to start with, and then the other 2 just kind of come as you progress through the game. And each run that you make will probably be different, not only because of the branching paths, but because you're collecting things that, like a key or something, that would unlock something in a different
Another
branching
direction.
path.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're incentivized to really branch out, to use that term, to really unlock everything. So, and
Yeah.
there's secret areas and shit like that. Super replayable, of course. But just to talk about the mechanics, they're pretty deep. They're simple as far as like your buttons. You've got a light attack. You've got like a skill attack. You got a super and you got a jump. There's also the dodge button, which also acts as a parry, right? Which really like comes in clutch for some of the bosses and stuff, especially. But it's woven like together seamlessly. It feels really good to use like a dodge or a counter or parry or something like that. And then some of the powers that you get enhance like a dodge or something like that, or certainly your other moves. You get a flaming attack or spinning aerial attack or shit like that. So it's I haven't had the same loadout in all of my runs so far. So
Okay.
it's been a crapshoot. There's certainly been runs where I hit a brick wall at the first boss and I wasn't able to do much to him. And there's also been times that I just fucking railroaded the
Wreck
guy.
'em? Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and it feels so good. So if yeah, highly recommend Absolum. I really want to play it.
I'll have
The
to check this out.
multiplayer is only 2 people, which is kind of a bummer. But it is online as well. So there is that. But yeah, kind of limited. You can also recruit like villagers and shit. I saw one video where some dude recruited like 5 different former enemies and even a chicken. So you can build an army of sorts to go with you.
They're doing a live play on. Oh God, this can't be right. They're doing like live play on the Steam. Oh, it says pre-recorded. Uh, on the Steam page, they're doing like a live play, and I just saw the dude just purposely fall into a pit, and there was
Yep.
a secret area there. Nice, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like this game looks really really good, man.
Yeah, that was something that really intrigued me about all the old D&D games. Is that they're hidden weapons and areas and shit like that. And you typically didn't
Nice.
see that kind of stuff in like a coin op or a beat 'em up like that. So it's really good, really good. Please go play it, everybody.
It
I like it a lot.
is
20
22. It's
bucks.
$25 normally. It's $22.50 now
Okay, there
on
we go.
sale. So yeah, I might have to jump on that. Looks really really good.
Yeah, I'll play it whenever.
Let's see. What else you got?
A little
Actually,
bit
real
of
quick,
Yeah.
How can you cut things out on the way we do this podcast now?
Not easily, but
Not
yeah,
easily? Okay.
we can do it. We can do it.
My dog has been ringing the bells for the past
Oh
20
yeah,
minutes. So let
go
me
take
let him
care
out.
of the dog.
Okay.
I can talk about Fortnite in the meantime, and Chris is not going to want to care about that anyway. Fortnightmares is going on in Fortnite. 'Tis the season for spooky stuff. I just kept talking while you were gone.
Okay. Yeah, I
About
mean
Fortnite.
we can leave it in. Like I'm not too concerned about it, but
Fortnightmares is going on, and I'm gonna go fucking like bankrupt with all the skins that they're putting out.
don't do that. Don't do that, Jason.
There's Scooby Doo. The whole gang. Can you imagine Scooby Doo running around with a rocket launcher and shit? He's running around on his hind legs, and he's in a onesie, a skeleton onesie. It's adorable. But I've also, we're very early into it. It's only been out for a few days, but I've picked up the ghost face skin, the Ash from Evil Dead.
This is all stuff you can unlock, though, right? It doesn't have to be pay to open.
Oh no, you got to buy this shit, Chris.
Oh,
Come on,
have to buy
this is Fortnite we're talking about.
All right, well, I don't know.
But yeah, on the 17th or 18th, my boy is coming out to Fortnite.
Jason's coming. All right.
Yep, Jason is coming. No Freddy yet, but pretty much everybody else, and some kind of controversial ones as well, like the grabber from Black Phone, which is weird because he kills kids and shit. Also, Art the Clown from Terrifier. And that shit is like stuff that even I'm uncomfortable with. Very, very gory, very violent stuff.
Wow.
But he's gonna be in Fortnite, so that's cool.
I guess that's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, they've got custom maps, for this stuff, and like missions based on doing stuff for like the mystery gang and shit like that. So
nice.
'Tis the season. Very happy about that. I got to play some with my son.
I don't know if I was playing Fortnite. If someone's dressed up as Velma, I'm not sure if I could take him out.
Yeah. You gotta fucking.
That'd be hard.
You got to draw a line somewhere. I understand. But speaking of my son, we've been playing a little bit of Little Nightmares 3 that just came out this past week. And again, the game looks really good, and in much in line of the other Little Nightmares games, very spooky looking. They nailed the tone. This is a different developer this time around, so
gotcha.
There were worries of whether or not they'd nail it or not, but I think they did a good job of keeping it in check with the tone and stuff. I don't know that I like these games. They're very, very trial and error at times, like you don't know what exactly you're supposed to be doing at any given time until you get killed,
No.
It's like you're hiding behind something, and something in the background is like scanning the area, so you've got to avoid the spotlight or whatever. This is very basic iteration of what goes on, but they'll be looking the other way, and it's like, okay, now I gotta go, right? No, that was not the time to go, because the thing in the background actually reaches out and grabs you in the middle of that, and you don't know that it's going to happen until it happens, and then you're faced with 10 to 20 seconds of reviving yourself, getting back to the point you were, and then kind of arbitrarily trying something else. So I'm not a big fan of that. It's kind of frustrating, but I like playing with my son, so he really likes the game. So I'm gonna kind of grin and bear it. But other than that,
I get it.
Oh boy,
I get it.
It's frustrating. But that's about it for me.
Okay. Let's see. A couple other things on my plate. You mentioned playing with your son. My son, I don't know I think I might have mentioned this on the show, but he convinced me to play Deltarune. So
nice.
I'm plugging away at that. So I think I'm almost done with chapter 1. on that. And if you like Undertale, you're gonna like Deltarune. That's pretty much how it boils down.
Yep.
Met some, you meet interesting characters. You can still do pacifist route and stuff like that. So, and that's what I'm trying to do is the pacifist route. And it's like one of your party members is just hilarious. I can't remember her name, but it's um, she like uh really really early in the game, like first thing, she's kind of an antagonist, like a bully early on, and they get sucked into this world, and she's like, oh, I guess we're allies now even though I hate you and shit like
Yeah.
this. It's like just a very I hate the world type attitude that you see kind of shift as you're playing.
Mhm.
But it's a lot of fun so far. We're recording all of the sessions, so
Oh, nice.
like
You
he's
gonna
sitting
upload
with
them
me
or?
while I play it. Yeah, we're gonna upload them. I'm trying to figure
Cool.
out how to do that, or where to do that. Like I don't think I don't think it necessarily belongs on InDis, but
Yeah.
trying to figure out if we're gonna make something new or something like that. So I've got
Yeah.
like 4 episodes of that already stored, and I just got to figure out what to do with it.
I
Um,
would maybe like make them unlisted, not private, but unlisted, and then tell friends and family. Start with that.
yeah,
Because I think that'll get you the engagement I think that you're kind of looking for. Like, I think friends and family would be encouraged to,
that certainly
write
would
a
be a,
comment
a,
or
a
something
good
like that.
start. Yeah.
And, it kind of keeps the riffraff out.
Yeah. And and my son is like, "I'm gonna do voices." So while we're playing,
Oh, no.
he's reading all the text. So obviously there's no voice in game, but he's like
Yeah.
you're trying to give everyone a different voice too. And I'm like, "Oh man, are you gonna be able to keep track of all these voices?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, no problem." It's like, "All right, man, whatever you want to do."
Lisa's
But
really good
that's been
about that.
fun.
She's awesome at that. And she can keep track of that stuff.
Nice. That's good.
She should
Yeah.
be a voiceover artist.
We've been telling Link that we think it's something that he should look into. Like
There you go.
he'd have fun with it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's been fun. It's something that it's kind of a reward for him right now. So it's like, are you keeping up with schoolwork? Are you going to school every day? Are you being a
Hmm.
pain in the butt about it? Like, how's that work? And so we've missed a few
Good.
weeks, but yeah, this is over like we have 4 episodes over the past like 6 weeks essentially.
Nice.
Um, but and he's on break now, so we'll definitely do one again this weekend. And
Good.
I should get to the end of chapter 1 in that episode.
That
Um,
sounds fun.
and then the last thing I've been playing is this guy.
What do you got?
What is this thing called? Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds,
Yes.
which is I saw an ad for it. It was like on super sale or something like that. And I'm like,
Uh
what
huh.
is that? And I went and looked at it, and it's like it's a beat 'em up, and it's a lane beat 'em up. And like the first thing I
It's
think of is Guardian Heroes,
it is
right?
guarding heroes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So I picked it up, and I didn't play it for long. I've gone through like the first 3 or 4 stages,
Hmm.
and uh, it's it's fun and flashy, but it's like it's
Yeah.
certainly not deep. Like
It's visually intense. Like there's a lot going on, and it's hard to keep track of
it
what's
can be,
happening. Yeah.
especially you can have up to 4 players in the
Yep.
regular, I mean, that's true about Guardian Heroes too, right? It's definitely easier to see in that because the visuals are clearer, right?
Hmm.
Um, but I think the only thing that I wish that the combat was a little bit deeper because there are 3 different buttons to engage in combat,
Yeah.
but the first button starts from the beginning of the combo. The second button starts in like the middle of the combo, and the
Hmm.
third button just starts at the end of the combo. So if you just press the first button over and over, you're going to get through the whole combo. It's weird how it
Oh
all
wow.
works. But essentially, they're traveling through universes, and they have a power, and it definitely it's Symphony of the Night to you real early. Like the first stage, you kick everything's ass, and
Hmm.
then they
You
take
lose
your
all your
power
stuff.
away, and you have to
Yeah.
and you have to build your skill level up. And one of the main characters, her sister was kidnapped, so you're trying to track down her sister. So I don't really have a ton more to say about it right now because I haven't played a lot of it, maybe like an hour at most.
Hmm.
But it was fun, so I'm probably gonna to pop it in again and play it some more. But definitely don't get the Guardian Heroes feels yet, but I'll certainly
Like
let you
not that
know.
level of like a
Yeah, not
polish
that
or
it's not that level of polish, right? So, like, visually, it's better because it's a more recent game, but,
sure.
you know, the actual combat and the gameplay isn't quite
Man,
there, and there's only 2
they,
lanes instead of 3, like Guardian Heroes.
they've made
Um,
a good number of like the Phantom Breaker games, I think. So
yes, yes, this is the first one I've ever played, so,
Um,
um
I was telling Chris before the show. Actually, we talked about this, and there was a fighting game iteration of this that was released in Europe, and the company came by to Game Informer and showed me like the U.S. version of it, and they gave me a copy of it, and this was like they had just done it on like they printed it off on like a copier and like the cover and stuff, and the actual disc was like a burned disc that worked on the 360 at the time, and then they never released the game in the US. I don't think so. So I think I have like one of the only copies of that, but it's a
I
weird bootleg version of it.
Yeah, I still think it'd be interesting to find out how much it might be worth, right? But,
Yeah, I
you know,
wonder.
you certainly don't wanna put it up on eBay or anything.
No.
But yeah, that's it for me, man.
Cool.
So, that it for games?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, let's talk about the Golden Joysticks real quick, and we don't
Yeah,
have to go into a ton of detail, um, but they
just
did,
just a brief overview because I actually I didn't read about any of this. I've been trying to
um
shy away from online stuff for the most part this past few weeks.
understandable. The internet is a crazy place, and, it's also a crazy time to be
Yep.
scanning the internet, so, um but, like, I'm not gonna go through all of the categories, but, the big thing that's going around is that, uh, Claire Obscure got shafted for it didn't get a nomination for Game of the Year, and there's a lot of people, like,
What?
raising hell about this. It is in several other areas, like, it's in best storytelling, which it absolutely should be. Best visual
Yeah.
design, again, absolutely should be there. Best soundtrack, it was there. Let me see what else. Is what was the Sandfall Interactive is in the studio of the year, so they're there.
Huh.
Um, best audio design. Oh wait, audio design, they're not there. Best soundtrack, they're there.
Okay.
But then in for the game of the year, so PC Game of the Year, the nominees are Hollow Knight, well, Silksong, I should say,
Silk Song. Sure.
uh, The Altars, Kingdom Come, Peak, um, Ambiotic Factor? I don't
What
know
the
what that
fuck is
is.
that?
I don't know. And
Eh,
then Dune Awakening. But then console game of the year
Dune
is Donkey
Awakening?
Kong Dune Awakening. Yeah, I'm
Huh.
surprised by that. Console game of the year is Donkey Kong Bonanza,
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Wild, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Mario
That's
Kart.
that is some recency bias right there.
Yeah, and there's no Expedition 33 at all. It's like all of these games are in the past, what, 4 months, the last 4 months of the year, essentially.
Yeah.
Or I should say within the last 2 months of the nominations, really.
Unreal.
Um, and yeah, Expedition 33 is not there. And there's a
Who?
lot of people raising hell, and rightfully so, because as much as I love I don't know enough about Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't think Mario Kart belongs there. I'll be honest with you. Like I that might be a little bit of bias for sure, but when
Mhm.
I played Mario Kart World, I was like, yeah, this is fun, but there was nothing compelling for me to go back. And I'm sure I would feel the same about Sonic Racing, right? But that's just me.
Right.
And Monster Hunter Wilds, which I fucking loved, I don't think that belongs higher than Expedition 33. Same with Death Stranding. Definitely loved
Totally.
it. Doesn't belong above Expedition 33. So
Mhm.
really frustrated about that whole thing. So I'm wondering how that's gonna work out. But in reality, like the Golden Joysticks have really stupid categories.
I saw one for best trailer of
Best
the
game trailer.
yeah.
Best game trailer, most
Wow.
wanted game. It's like, why is
Yeah.
that an award? Like, who gives a
I
fuck?
know.
And then, so best game adaptation, which I don't mind that one, but it's also a very small playing field. Um,
Yeah.
but
It's also an
best,
advertisement kind of
yeah,
category.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Best gaming hardware, which again, it's a small field
What?
and probably more advertising. So yeah, check this out. Best gaming hardware, the Nintendo Switch 2, the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller, right?
Fuck.
The WD Black SN8100 SSD. What are we doing here? The
Is there an
Elgato
affiliate link?
Facecam
Yeah.
4K, the Razer Blade 16. Like, what are we doing here? What is this?
Buy
Uh,
now.
Best early access game. So these are the games that aren't out yet, but you're going to give them an award anyway, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then there was one other one that was really just out of left. Oh, I remember what it was. Best remake or remaster. Why? I don't
Oh man.
like if the
Well,
game is good
actually,
enough.
that might need a category, I think, to
Honestly, with as many as they've been doing lately, it's
yeah.
like I feel like that's half the games that come out each year.
So what is the difference between best indie game and best indie game self-published? Is it just like the number of people that work on the team?
I guess best indie game is for just indie games that had a different publisher, like the indie developer, and then actually had a publishing partner.
Okay. Yeah, like Devolver or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
But okay. Yeah, I suppose that checks out. So I'm looking at some of the
yeah,
other ones, like, Hades 2, like, that's
yeah. I like best indie game self-published, right? Deltarune is on there. Deltarune's not even a
mhm.
complete game yet. They're on episode. They've done 4 episodes out of like 7 or something.
Yeah,
It's like what? So what? You're just gonna put it on there every time they release an episode? Like just wait until it's out, until
right.
it's all done. And Deltarune absolutely would belong on there. Like the amount that I played it so far, like I think it's really fun.
Sure.
But put a full game on there. What are you doing?
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think some of these, I honestly, all of the game awards are kind of just mad to me at this point. But
Agreed.
some of these are just really weird. Best
Yeah.
early access game, like why is that a thing? I don't know.
So who does this? Like, who
Who
does the
does
Golden
this?
Joystick Awards?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Right.
Uh,
It's some
the
shadow fucking. Oh my god.
43rd annual Golden Joystick Awards.
Huh.
43 years they've been doing this.
That can't be right. Oh my god.
Following that, voting for the ultimate game of the year will take place in early November. Okay, so a lot of this is voted by. So
Okay.
Golden Joysticks last year they gave game of the year to Wukong. Um,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess I we'll see what happens. But yeah, the fact that they snubbed Expedition 33 for game of the year is kind of off putting. Like
Hmm.
I just feel like it's
Getting
belongs there.
headlines though, right?
It is, yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Um, uh, Speaking of Expedition 33, they crossed
mhm.
5 million sales, which is
Good.
huge, right?
Yep.
And they've announced that they're going to be releasing free DLC next year. So
Hmm.
that's pretty cool too.
Hmm. I read. I forgot who actually not tweeted this, but like I don't know what the equivalent is on Blue Sky. I think it was Imran Khan. But he found it ironic that they're releasing like DLC and expanded stuff for a game that really focused on like spending too much time in a world can be a bad thing. Like expanding.
That's true.
So sometimes you just got to let that shit go and just let it live on its own. So
I want
I,
to,
I found
I
that
want to
ironic and
know.
funny.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. But I really want to see what they're gonna do with that storyline moving forward.
Yeah.
Like there are so many questions that go uh unexplored because they're trying to tell this much of the story when there's
Right.
so much else going on, right? So
Hmm.
um I'm really excited to see what they do in this universe. And it might not be direct sequel, it might be some other spinoff or something
Some
else
prequel
like
stuff. Yeah.
that. But yeah, but I'm really, really interested in that.
They've got 32 other games worth, I guess. So
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Any other news or anything that you wanted to touch on?
not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yeah, if stuff's going on, I don't know about it. I'm fine with that.
Staying away from the internet, right? So
Yep.
that's kind of the point.
Trying to.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, we can wrap it up then. That is a show.
Cool, man.
And we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please tell a few friends about us. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. All those things help us, and we would really like to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. So help us out. And then you can check us out at interactivedistractions.com. That'll bring you to our link tree, which will lead you to our Discord, where you can come and hang out with us and chat. And if you want to support what we do, you can check out our Patreon too. We appreciate all of our patrons, and we do giveaways once in a while. We just gave away a copy of Ghost of Yotei, and the person that won was one of our patrons. So it certainly helps because you get extra entries into those giveaways. But that is our show. So thank you guys again, and until next time, my name is Chris.
I'm Jason.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next time.
Okay, bye.
It feels so empty without him.
It is weird.